Okay, good morning everyone. So, pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay ang tungkol sa aking report ngayon sa topic na social work profession, focus of concern. Social work focus of concern or social work as a profession has always been concerned with the dynamic interaction between the individual and his environment. Over time, key thinkers in social work have provided valuable insights that shaped the way we understand and practice this field. The five important figures, like written on the visual aid, from Ernest Boyne, 1958, William Swartz, 1961, William Gordon, 1969, Harriet Bartlett, 1970, and Louis Johnson, 1989. So, bawat isa sa kanila ay nagbigay ng kung ano yung definition ng social work focus of concern sa bawat isa sa kanila. Ernest Boyne stated that enhance social functioning through social relationship, and William Swartz said that the mediate the process for self-fulfillment. William Gordon, person in his life situation complex. Harriet Bartlett, coping activity versus environmental demands. Louis Johnson, help in relationships growth and meeting demands. So social work as a profession, sabi ko kanina, has always been concerned with the dynamic interaction between the individual and his environment. Over time, these five key thinkers in social work have provided valuable insight that shaped the way we understand and practice this field. Okay? So each highlighted the different aspect of social work focus of concern. So bawat isa sa kanila ay nagbigay ng kanilang sariling insights, valuable insights para yun yung humubog para mas maintindihan natin at kung paano natin i-practice yung field na ito yung social work. So, according to Ernest Boyne, 1958, he said, or I'm quoting, enhancing social functioning through relationships. Ernest Boyne described the social work as a profession that enhance social functioning of individuals and groups by focusing on social relationships. He stressed that the quality of a person's relationship with family, peers, and community often determines how well they function in society. So according to Boyne, sabi niya, itong social work as a profession, ini-enhance, pinapaganda raw nito ang social functioning ng mga individual, ng mga tao, at ng mga grupo by focusing at doon nagfo-focus sa sinasabing social relationships. He stressed, sabi pa niya, that the quality of a person's relationship with the family, peers, and community often determines how well they function in society. Kung gaano raw kaganda the quality, kung gaano daw kaganda yung relasyon ng tao sa kanyang pamilya, sa kanyang mga kaibigan at sa community, nagbubunga raw ito o ito yung nagde-determine ng magandang function niya sa society. In an expanded view, according to Boyne, social work must go beyond individual psychology and consider the broader network of relationship. So ang social work daw ay dapat hindi lang siya doon nakatutok sa kung ano yung sitwasyon lang ng tao. Beyond individual psychology and consider broader, beyond individual psychology. Kung ano pa yung nag-uugat sa kung ano man yung problema ng tao at saka sa society. At kailangan ng broader at consider the broader network of relationship. Kailangan pa nating i-expand kung ano yung mga magpapaganda sa relasyon ng tao, sa kanyang pamilya, sa community, at sa kanyang mga kaibigan, sa peers. Problems often arise when these relationships are broken. Take note, di ba? ang problema daw ng tao, problema ng society, problema ng community ay lumalabas. Dito nag-uugat kapag ang relasyon ay hindi maganda, weak or unhealthy. Ibig sabihin, mahina or hindi maganda. Thus, social work intervention should aim at strengthening and restoring relationships. Ang social work interventions, yung mga dapat daw na intervention, should aim, kailangan mo nang nakatutok siya primarily at strengthening sa pagpapalakas and restoring relationship, pagpapanumbalik ng mga magandang relasyon ng tao sa kanyang pamilya, sa kanyang society, o sa society or sa community na kung saan siya nandoon. For example, a teenager involved in a risky behavior may not simply be rebellious. O isa daw na teenager o isang bata, sabihin natin isang tao involved in a risky behavior, nakikita natin na yung kanyang pag-uugali ay risky, hindi magandang pag-uugali, like aggressive. Okay? Ito ay as a social worker, hindi lang tayo nakatutok doon sa kung ano yung ugali ng tao na yun. Kailangan nating tingnan beyond individual psychology. Okay? Tingnan natin kung ano ba talaga yung nagiging rason kung bakit ganun siya. So, but that risky behavior, as we see as rebellious, may have a broken relationship with parents. Baka yung pag-uugali niya na yon ay dahil sa hindi magandang relasyon niya sa kanyang pamilya, sa kanyang mga magulang. So, ano yung intervention ng social workers dito or ang social work? Social work helps by counseling both youth and the family. So, magbibigay ngayon ng ang social work or ang social workers ng interventions para ma-address yung ganitong klase ng problema by counseling the youth, both the youth and the family. Magbibigay ng mga ganong interventions, thereby improving communication and rebuilding ties. Yung pagpapa-improve, paano mapapaganda ulit yung communication sa pagitan ng anak sa kanyang magulang or ang magulang sa kanyang anak at saka sa pamilya doon sa community or sa society, and rebuilding ties, kung paano maitatayo ulit o mapapanumbalik ulit yung mga magandang ugnayan. Okay. According to William Swartz naman, 1961, sabi niya, mediate the process for self-fulfillment. So Swartz described, or sabi pa ni Swartz, social work is connecting individuals and society. Swartz described the general assignment of social work as helping the individual and society reach out to each other for mutual benefit. O, di ba? Maliwanag yun. Sabi ni Swartz, dinescribe niya ang general assignment. Ang assignment ng social work ay ang pagbibigay tulong sa mga individual at ang society kung paano sila ma-reach out to each other, kung paano nila maibabalik or mapapanatili ang mga magandang ugnayan for mutual benefit. Okay? Para yung halimbawa, yung pamilya ay maka-benefit doon sa society, sa kung ano man yung ikakagaganda ng society, ano yung mai-contribute ng family to the society or the community, at kung ano yung magandang mai-contribute naman ng community or ng society sa bawat pamilya. He argued that social work must act as a bridge. Okay, yun yung pinaka general assignment. Ensuring that individual needs are connected to society's resources and society's needs are met by empowered individuals. So he argued again that social work must act as a bridge. So ang social work daw ay dapat mag-akto bilang tulay. Okay? Ensuring that individuals at siguraduhin na ang mga individual, ang mga tao or ang mga pangangailangan ng tao ay ma-connect or that individuals' needs are connected to the society's resources kung ano yung pangangailangan ng tao ay accessible, maa-access nila ng madali, hindi mahihirapan. Yung ma-access nila ng maganda or maayos yung resources na kakailanganin nila. Okay, like kung ano man yung pangangailangan ng individuals. Di ba, basic needs, pagkain, tirahan, damit. Ang yun, or kung ano pa mang klase ng pangangailangan, personal at saka basic na pangangailangan ng tao nang hindi masyadong nahihirapan. Okay? And society's needs are met by empowered individuals. At kung ano man yung kailangan ng societies are met, nakukuha or natatagpuan by empowered individuals ng mga empowered individuals like education. Okay, natututo yung mga taong alam kung ano yung kanilang ginagawa, kung ano yung kanilang kakayahan. Okay. In an expanded view, Swartz recognized that individual have potential. Okay? Sabi ni Swartz, nire-recognize niya na bawat isa sa atin ay may kakayahan, have potential. But without access to resources, this potential is wasted. Okay? Kahit daw meron naman tayong potential, meron tayong kakayahan, kung wala tayong access to the resources, this potential is wasted. At the same time, or yung kakayahan daw na yun ay masasayang kung wala namang resources. Okay? So bibigyan ko ngayon ng actual na example. Okay? Here in our community, may mga tao dito na may kakayahan naman talaga. Even the PWDs, we cannot deny that meron silang kakayahan. Kahit yung mga tao, yung mga tao may kapansanan, and even the senior citizens, and even the youth, bawat isa sa atin ay may kanya-kanyang kakayahan. But that depends on the access to the resources. Dito sa ating community, may mga tao dito na may mga kaalaman sila, like magaling silang magluto. Okay? Pero nasa bahay lang nila na-apply at hindi nila yung napagkikitaan. So, maybe the social workers can intervene or magbigay sila ng mga interventions kung paano magpatayo ng mga like trainings, educational trainings or skills training rather, na kung paano matuto yung community na i-enhance kung ano man yung mga potential nila, kung ano man yung kakayahan nila na hindi lang nila sa bahay na-apply, kundi nagiging kapangkabuhayan na rin nila. Like for example, ang mga kababaihan in our culture, di ba, ang kadalasan sa culture natin, we all know na ang mga babae ay for housekeeping lang. Pero dahil may access tayo sa resources like kaalaman, mga skills, nalaman din natin doon na hindi lang hanggang doon yung mga kababaihan. Pwede silang maging leaders, pwede silang magtrabaho at maging provider din ng family. Di ba? Okay, so yun yung example nun. For instance, a talented student without funds for college represents wasted human potential. O, di ba? Para naman yun sa mga estudyante. May mga matatalinong estudyante pero wala silang kakayahan na mag-aral sa college. So, nasasayang yung talino ng mga kabataan na yan. Social work ensures that these individuals is connected to scholarships. Ganun yung intervention ng social work. Government aid, we all know that, familiar sa atin ng lahat ng yan. And the NGOs, mga non-governmental organizations. So both the student and the society benefits. Okay? So walang nasasayang. Hindi nasasayang yung potential ng tao dahil na-access nila ng maganda kung ano man yung resources na anong tawag dito? Nakapantay lang doon sa kung ano man yung pangangailangan nila. Okay. So according naman to William Gordon, 1969, person in his life situation complex. Okay, the word complex. Gordon emphasizes that the social work must always consider the person in his life situation complex. So, paano natin ito maiintindihan? This means, ito daw ay, ang ibig sabihin daw nito, that individuals cannot be studied, understood, or held in isolation. Okay. Ang mga tao daw, o ang isang tao daw, cannot be studied, hindi mo mapag-aaralan, hindi mo maiintindihan, cannot be understood, or held, hindi mo matutulungan in isolation, kung andun lang siya sa comfort zone lang niya. Okay? Kung andun lang siya sa from the word isolated or isolation, we all know, we understand kung anong ibig sabihin nun. Paano mo tutulungan yung tao na andun lang siya? Okay? So every problem or challenge they face is connected to the larger network of relationship, cultural norms, and environments surrounding them. So lahat daw ng problema or mga challenge na kinakaharap ng mga taong ganito ay connected, nakakonekta kung sa larger network of relationship, hindi lang sa kanyang sarili, hindi lang sa kanyang pamilya, hindi lang sa sa society, sa kanyang mga kaibigan, sa society or the community na kung saan siya nabibilong, saan siya nakatira. Okay? Kundi pati sa cultural norms. Okay? We understand kung anong ibig sabihin ng cultural norms. Kung minsan yung mga problema ay kadalasan nag-uugat pa dyan, di ba? And environments surrounding them. Kung ano yung mga klase ng mga environment na nakaka-impluwensya sa tao base sa kung ano yung nakapaligid sa kanya. Okay, so for Gordon, for him, the social worker must adopt a holistic perspective. Okay? Examining the individual together with his or her entire life situation. Alright. So in an expanded view from Gordon believed that the problems faced by a person are rarely just personal. Okay? Sabi ni Gordon, ang mga problema daw na kinakaharap minsan ng tao ay minsan lang talaga yan magiging personal. Okay? Rarely personal. For example, poverty is not only an individual issue but also involve economic systems. Okay? Yung poverty, yung kahirapan daw ay hindi lang ito pang individual na issue. Okay? Hindi lang ito problema ng isang tao, but also involves economic systems. Minsan nag-uugat ito sa kung ano man yung takbo ng ekonomiya doon sa isang lugar o doon sa isang bansa. Kung ano yung takbo ng education system na pinapalaganap doon. And the government policies. Okay, ito yung kadalasan talaga. Okay, itong government policies. Dahil kung ang nakaupo sa gobyerno ay kadalasan ay ang kanilang pinagsisilbihan, ay ang kanilang mga sariling interest, dito talaga lumalaganap yung sinasabi nilang poverty. Okay? Dahil sa mga policies na kanilang pinapatakbo sa gobyerno, ay hindi lang apektado yung system, kundi hanggang sa pinakalaylayan. Okay? Kung sino pa yung mahirap, yun pa yung pinaka-affected ng ganitong mga problema. Okay? So therefore, social work must look at the whole complex situation in order to truly help the client. So ito yung role ng social work. Dapat daw nating tingnan or dapat tingnan ng social workers yung whole complex situation. Hindi lang doon sa kung ano yung problema ng isang tao na yan. Kung titingnan niya yung complex situation from yung mga nabanggit natin, economic systems, education system, and the government policies, para doon siya magbabase sa kung paano niya tutulungan yung mga kliyente, kung paano niya tutulungan yung tao. Okay? I hope na gigets natin ng maayos. Okay, kay Harriet Bartlett naman tayo, 1970. Coping Environment Relation. Hindi masyadong klaro yung visual aid dahil maliit yung pagkakasulat. Bartlett is known for highlighting social functioning as the core focus of social work. Alright? So, according daw kay Bartlett, kilala daw siya for highlighting social functioning as the core focus of social work. Okay? We understand that kahit hindi naman natin itagalog. She defined it as the relationship between the coping activity of people and the demands of the environment. Okay, sabi ni Harriet Bartlett, ang kanyang pananaw dito ay the relationship between coping activity of the people, kung yung relasyon, kung paano nako-cope, kung paano na-address ng tao, coping activity, kung paano nako-cope ng tao yung kanyang functions sa society, at kung ano yung demand ng environment. Okay, simply put, social work looks at how well a person can cope with his life challenges in the context of what society demands for him. Okay. Okay, so like for example, bibigyan natin example para mas madali natin maintindihan yung yung definition. For example, a student cannot cope with the demands of the school may not necessarily lack ability. Okay. So, for example, ng estudyante cannot cope with the demands of the school. Hindi yun necessarily na kakulangan ng abilidad ng estudyante, but might lack of resources or family support. Baka merong lang kulang sa kanila. Okay, baka kulang lang talaga, or kahit nandoon sa school yung estudyante ay dala-dala niya yung problema sa pamilya. Okay, or kulang talaga o hindi maganda yung relasyon ng pamilya at ng estudyante na to. Kaya hindi niya nagagawa kung ano yung demand ng school sa kanya as a student. Okay? It cannot be necessarily lack of ability according dito. Okay? Pero masasabi natin baka meron lang talagang or might lack of resources. Okay? Or family support. Yun yung nagiging malaking factor na hindi natin nagagawa yung social functioning natin. Okay, yung hindi natin nagagawa yung social function natin as individual sa demand ng environment sa atin, ng society na kung saan tayo nabibilong. Social work, ito yung intervention, ito yung magiging intervention ng social work. Social work must intervene at both the individual and systematic levels. Okay, yun yung intervention na. Okay, according to Louis Johnson, 1989, helping individuals grow and meet demands. Okay, Johnson emphasizes the helping relationship between social workers and individuals facing difficulties. Okay, for him or for her, the social worker's task is to help individuals maximize their potential and meet the demands of the environment at the same time. In an expanded view from Johnson saw people not just as victims of circumstances but as individuals capable of growth. Okay. According to Johnson, nakikita niya yung mga tao na hindi lang daw ito biktima ng circumstance but individuals capable of growth. Okay? Mga tao na kaya nilang, mayroon silang kakayanan na lumago o gumanda yung kanilang katayuan sa buhay. Okay? However, many lack the resources. Kaya hindi nag-growth daw minsan yung individual, so yung mga tao, because of the factors that called a lack of resources. Okay, lack of guidance, lack of support system to achieve that growth. Okay, tulad nung sinabi ko na una, magkakatugma rin. May mga tao na mayroon silang kakayahan, mayroon silang potential na kung paano nila mapaganda yung buhay nila. Okay, pero dahil sa kakulangan ng resources, ng guidance, ng support system, either from the family, from the community, or from the government, hindi nila na-achieve yung growth na gusto nilang i-aim. Okay? So social workers therefore became partners in development. Okay? ang nagiging partner na ng mga tao na ganun yung situation nila ay ang mga social workers. So, nagiging partner nila yun, walking alongside individuals as they face life challenges. Alright? So, sinasamahan nila yung individuals na yun um, para ma-achieve nila or para malabanan nila yung mga life challenges na yun, para kung paano nila ma-counter kung ano man yung mga challenge na kinakaharap nila. For instance, para meron tayong example dito. For instance, a single mother struggling financially is not only assisted with a short-term aid but also linked to job, training, and livelihood opportunities so she can stand on her own. This reflects Johnson's belief in enabling growth while addressing environmental demands. Alright? So, dito sa example, a single mother daw, single parent, or let's say single parent, struggling financially. So, pinoproblema niya yung tungkol sa financial or nahihirapan siya financially. Is not only assisted with short-term aid, ay hindi lang daw dapat bigyan ng mga short-term aid or yung mga sinasabi nilang residual formulation aid. Okay? O kaya ang dapat daw ay i-link, okay? Bigyan din siya ng tulad ng mga job training, okay? And livelihood opportunities so she can stand on her own. Like dito, okay, bibigyan ko kayo ng real life example talaga. So dito sa community namin, so may mga tao talaga, may mga tao dito na may kakayahan sila. Okay? So, ang gobyerno naman, like LGU, the BLG, barangay, local government, ay nagbibigay din ng mga short-term aid. Ang short-term aid ay ibig sabihin yung kapag binigay mo, pag bukas, makalawa, or next week ay wala na. Okay, wala nang kasunod. Okay, pero may nagbibigay dito ng tulong, NGO. Actually, this is an international. Specifically, sasabihin ko ay ang CFSI. Andito sa background ko yan, pero hindi ko na kailangan i-adjust ang camera. Ang CFSI nagbibigay, hindi sila nagbibigay ng financial. Okay, nagpo-provide ng financial individually doon sa community. Unang-unang binibigay nila tulad nitong project na ito dito sa Ang project na ito, ayan, kung makikita nyo, ang project na yan ay may tinatawag dyan na CLEP or Communities for Learning and Employment Project. Isang project from the CFSI funded by that Spanish Cooperation, actually funder yan, kung nakikita ano yan, yung ito, Spanish Cooperation, yan yung funder ng CFSI at saka ASED pala. Ang ginagawa nila, pinafund nila yung kinakandak ng CFSI na mga projects or mga learnings or employment projects para doon sa community. Okay? So, nagbibigay sila ng unang-una ay ang learnings, binibigyan ng job training yung mga tao, livelihood opportunities tulad ng employment na yun sa kasunod niyan. Nagbibigay sila ng livelihood opportunities, okay, na makapagtrabaho yung mga nakapag-train. Actually, ang dami nga nilang dito sa community nang nakapag-OJT na at saka na-employ na rin. Okay? Meron kaming association dito. Actually, na-develop namin yung association na yan. Actually, yung association na yan ay nakafocus sa livelihood. Yung association na yan ay created under this project. Okay? So, hindi sila nagbibigay lang ng cash assistance dito sa association na to. Kundi unang-unang binigay nila ay ang job trainings, mga learnings, mga trainings na kung paano matuto sa kung ano man yung ginagawa ng association ngayon na nagiging pangkabuhayan na rin, sustainable livelihood. So, meron silang binigay na fund pero not given as a cash, kundi binigay nilang mga tools and equipments na magagamit ng association sa kanilang livelihood. So ganun yung mga example nitong view ni Louis Johnson. Help in relationship growth and meeting the demands. Okay, tulad nitong definition niya na emphasize helping relationship between social workers and individuals facing the difficulties. Okay, so ang nagiging social workers na dito ay ang CFSI. Okay? Sila yung nagiging bridge kung paano ma-reach ng community ang demands ng environment. Okay? As a functioning individual sa community. Okay, so I think na unawaan natin yung 5 concept na yan from Ernest Boym, William Swartz, William Gordon, Harriet Bartlett, and Louis Johnson. I mean, itong 5 mga key figures natin. Okay, so puntahan natin yung mga core concepts in social work. Unang puntahan natin itong una, social functioning. Sa definition yan sa module natin, it is the interaction between the individual and his situation or environment. And it is also the key concept in social work, katulad ng unang nasabi na discuss natin. Okay, social functioning. So meron akong PPT pala dito na binabasa. Okay. So social functioning defined as the interaction between the individual and his environment, showing how well a person meets life demands. It is considered the key concept in social work because it reveals where the individual is struggling and how social work can intervene. Alright? Ang social functioning daw, defined as interaction. Ito yung interaction. Okay? Between the individual at ang kanyang, yung tao at ang kanyang environment, kung ano yung nasa paligid niya. Showing how well a person meets his life demands. Nakikita natin dito kung gaano raw nagfa-function yung tao, kung gaano kaganda yung function niya, or kung gaano kaganda niya nakukuha yung demands ng kanyang buhay. Okay, kung ano yung mga pangangailangan niya sa buhay. Nakikita natin doon. Show how well the person meets. Okay, kung nahihirapan ba siyang i-meet or makamtan kung ano yung life demand niya, or kung gaano ka-flawless na nami-meet niya yung mga demands niya in life. It is considered the key concept. Okay, consider the key concept or key concept in social work because it reveals, pinapakita daw nito where the individuals is struggling. Pinapakita ng social functioning kung saan nahihirapan yung tao, and social work can intervene or how social work can intervene, kung paano ngayon mag-intervene yung social workers. So dito sila pwedeng magbase ng kanilang interventions. Social functioning is not static. It changes depending on life events. Kung hindi lang ito ganito lang. Kung saan siya nalagay, kung ano yung sitwasyon, ay doon na siya mag-end. It changes depending on life events. Okay, nakadepende raw ito sa takbo ng buhay ng tao. Okay, from the stage niya, from the young, the adult, hanggang maging matanda na siya. Okay, resources, nakadepende rin sa resources, and the personal resilience. Kung paano harapin ng tao yung mga challenges. When a person's coping ability does not match society's expectation, a gap occurs which social work must address. Okay. When person's coping ability, kung yung coping ability ng isang tao ay hindi nagmamatch doon sa expectation ng society kung saan siya na-belong, may mga gap na lalabas doon. Okay? Which social work must address? Kailangan na itong i-address ng social work. Mag-iisip na ngayon um, magbibigay na ngayon yung social work ng intervention base sa kung ano yung function or ano yung situation ng tao. Okay. Pupuntahan natin yung pangalawa, ang social environment or the network of overlapping social systems like ecological, cultural, and institutional. So it refers to the network of overlapping social systems from the family, okay, overlap, okay, hindi lang iisa yan, overlap, ibig sabihin nagpapatong-patong na yan. Family, community, culture, institution, and ecological systems. It is the setting in which people live and interact. Okay. I know naintindihan nyo na yan sa mga previous natin. The social environment can support or hinder a person's development. Okay. Ang social environment daw ay pwedeng makasuporta sa development ng tao or pwedeng maging hadlang siya sa development. Okay? For example, a child growing up in a supportive community may thrive. Okay? Isang bata raw na lumaki siya sa isang supportive community or family, madali lang sa kanya mag-thrive, marating kung ano yung gusto niya. While one is in a violent neighborhood may struggle. At yung isa naman ay kabaliktaran, lumaki siya sa magulong neighborhood, magulong pamayanan, ay sigurado mahihirapan din siya. Mahihirapan siyang i-develop yung kanyang mahihirapan siyang i-develop kung ano man yung dapat niyang i-develop sa kanyang sarili, sa kanyang pamilya. Okay? Social workers consider these environmental factors when assessing clients. Okay. So nagiging factors daw ito ng mga environmental factors ng pag-assess ng mga social workers sa kanilang mga client. Okay, puntahan natin yung social situation. Pangatlo. Social situation, specific impinging segments of the social environment. Okay. It is a specific part of the environment that directly impacts the individual at a certain time. It also known as the impinging segment, katulad nung nasa visual aid natin. Impinging segment of the social environment. It is more immediate and concrete than the broader environment. Okay, example ng social situation include a sudden unemployment. Okay? Sudden unemployment, ito yung social situation. Social situation. Okay. Yung biglang nawalan ka ng trabaho. Excuse. Hospitalization or bigla kang na hospital. Ito yung mga social situation ito. Natural disasters, mga kalamidad, alam na natin yan, or family breakdowns, mga problema sa pamilya. These situations directly affect how people function in the society and often require immediate social work intervention. Okay, itong mga sitwasyon na nabanggit natin directly affect, diretsahang naaapektuhan niya kung paano mag-function yung tao sa society. Klarong-klaro yun, di ba? Example, mayroon kang namang magandang trabaho tapos biglang nawalan ka agad ng trabaho, di ba? Or let's say bigla kang nagkasakit at na-hospital at na-admit ng mahabang mga araw. Or natural disasters, kung saan ka nakatira or saan ka nagtatrabaho, biglang bumagyo or kahit anumang klase ng natural disasters, lumindol at somehow maaapektuhan na talaga yung function ng tao sa society at kailangan talaga ng immediate intervention dito. Kung hindi, another problema na naman ng society yun. Diba? Okay. So puntahan natin yung social role. Socially recognized patterns of behavior expected in society. Okay, itong social role, I know, familiar na ito sa atin. Defined as the socially recognized pattern of behavior and activities expected from an individual occupying a certain position in the society. Okay, may mga example dito. Roles including being a parent, worker, student, or citizen. Okay, yun yung mga social role. Halimbawa, ang estudyante, ang kanyang role ay ang mag-aral. Ang worker, ang role niya ay kung paano niya gawin ng maayos yung kanyang trabaho. Ang teacher, ang kanyang role ay kung paano niya gawin ng maayos, yung kung paano i-educate ang kabataan or kanyang mga estudyante. Or ang parent, ang role ng parent ay paano niya nurture or i-develop yung kanyang pamilya, yung kanyang mga anak sa kung ano yung makakabuti sa kanila. Not only in the present but in the future. Yun yung pinaka-importante. And as a citizen, a role natin as a citizen, kung ano yung ini-expect ng society sa atin. Okay, bilang citizen, law-abiding citizen, hindi yung problema ng lipunan. Conflicts often arise when people are unable to meet the roles expected from them. Okay, yung mga role conflict daw ay lumalabas when people are unable to meet. Okay? Kapag ang tao ay hindi niya kayang marating or makuha yung role na expected sa kanila. Okay? Or kung merong nagiging mga hindrance. Okay, like for example ng social role na ito, may mamamaya after this, magbibigay ko ng mga sample cases para mas maunawaan natin. Okay, so for instance, a parent expected to provide for a family may feel stressed if unemployed. Okay, di ba? O yun. Ang isang magulang daw o ang magulang expected ng society sa kanya, ang role niya ay to provide for the family. Okay, lalong-lalo na yung mga tatay, may feel stress, mahihirapan talaga siya or magkakaroon ngayon ng conflict kapag siya ay nawala ng trabaho. Social work helps individuals balance or manage these roles more effectively. Okay, so maaaring may mga interventions na ibibigay yung social work or social workers para ma-address ng mga individual na ganito, para ma-balance nila at ma-manage yung mga role na kanilang dinadala sa lipunan. Okay, conclusion. The five thinkers like Boehm, Schwartz, Gordon, Bartlett, and Johnson shape social work by reminding us that the focus of concern is always the interaction of people and their environments. Okay, according daw sa five thinkers na nabanggit natin kanina dyan, shape daw, hinubog nila yung social work, okay, by reminding us, okay, by educating us. Binigyan tayo ng kaalaman na ang focus of concern ng social work is always the interaction. Kung paano yung interaction ng mga tao at sa kanyang environment, sa nakapaligid sa kanya. Okay, Gordon stressed the whole situation, the whole life situation, and Bartlett emphasized social functioning and coping. Johnson focused on helping individuals grow. Boehm highlighted relationships, and Schwartz explained the bridge between individual and society. Sorry. Tumawag. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so lahat nitong together, their ideas remind us the social work is not simply by fixing problems, but empowering people, strengthening relationship, Okay, so hindi lang nakatutok yung social work doon. Okay, hindi lang sa pag-solve ng problema, kundi kung paano natin tulungan yung tao na matulungan yung kanilang sarili. Okay? Okay, so ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na sample cases. Okay, sample cases. The sample cases, connection, and social, so a role of social work. These all provided samples in the following slides are not real people. It is just used to be able to understand the concept. Sorry guys, slides yung ginagamit ko kasi akala ko magagawa ng PPT. Okay, so ito, social functioning. Ito yung sample situation or sample case ng social functioning. Ayan. Yung concept, social functioning. Para mas maunawaan natin ng maayos, social functioning, magbibigay tayo ng case. Okay, so ang pangalan ng ginamit natin dito ay si Anna. Okay, para hindi naman tayo masyadong Anna is trying to survive with limited income, juggling between being a mother and a breadwinner. Because of this, she sometimes isolates herself, getting easily irritated, and struggles to maintain positive interaction with her children and neighbors. Okay. Ito yung sample case ng social functioning. Si Anna daw ay ginagawa naman ng lahat, trying to survive with the limited income. Mga sakto lang, limited. Actually, yung limited income ay pwede nating sabihin tama lang sa tao na makakain ng 3 beses sa isang araw. Pero may mga pangangailangan pa rin siyang hindi niya makuha dahil nga limited yung income na kinikita niya. Juggling between being a mother and a breadwinner. Okay. Okay, let's say itong si Anna na ito ay isang single parent. So nahihirapan siyang i-balance yung pagiging nanay niya at bilang breadwinner. Okay? Siya yung nanay. Pero siya yung nagiging provider din ng family since she is a single parent. Because of this, dahil dito, she sometimes isolates herself, gets easily irritated. So dahil dito raw, dahil sa mga sitwasyon na ito, ay minsan ina-isolate niya yung sarili niya. Gets easily irritated, napakadali niyang ma-irritate. Okay, ma-irita. And struggles to maintain positive interaction with her children and neighbors. At nahihirapan siyang i-maintain yung mga positive interaction, yung pakikipag-ugnayan niya sa kanyang mga anak at sa kanyang mga kapitbahay. Okay? Nagkakaroon siguro ng away, or yung hindi maganda yung communication with her children. Okay. Ang connection dito, her coping skills and relationship are being tested. Yung kakayahan niya at yung mga relasyon sa pagitan ng niya at sa kanyang anak at sa mga neighbors are being tested. Okay? Ay nasusubok talaga. Showing a decline in her social functioning. Okay, dito, tulad ng definition kanina na binanggit natin, pinapakita ng social functioning na kung saang level yung dinadalang problema ng tao. Okay, showing a decline in her social functioning. Okay, base dito, nakikita natin yung nagiging ugat ng problema. Okay, ito ngayon yung role ng social work. A social worker assisted by restoring the balance. Okay, through counseling, unang-una through counseling, resource linking, okay, and empowerment programs to help her interact effectively again with her family and environment. Okay. I-assist siya ngayon ng social worker kung paano maibalik yung balance, kung paano niya magawa yung hindi niya rin naman maiwan yung pagiging nanay niya at hindi rin niya maiwan yung pagiging breadwinner niya, kung paano niya mabalance. Okay? Unang-una ay ang counseling, bigay ng mga payo sa kanya, to resource linking, kung paano siya for example, nawalan siya ng trabaho or bibigyan kaya siya ng mga livelihood assistance. Okay? And empowerment programs to help her interact effectively again para mapanumbalik yung magandang ugnayan niya sa kanyang pamilya at sa mga nakapaligid sa kanya. Okay? So yan yung sample case ng social functioning. Okay, dito naman tayo sa social dito naman tayo sa social environment, social functioning. Okay. Social environment. Sample case din ito. Okay. Balikan natin itong si Ana. Wala na akong naisip na ibang pangalan. Si Ana na lang. Ana's children are affected by multiple systems. The school where they study with limited resources, the barangay that provides ayuda, the church or the community that sometimes supports them, and the wider economy that makes jobs unstable. Okay, itong mga anak ni Ana ay apektado ng mga multiple systems, ng maraming system. Unang-una ay ang school system or education system na kung saan sila nag-aaral na napaka-limited ng resources. Okay. The barangay that provides ayuda, yung barangay na nagbibigay rin naman ng ayuda. Okay. The church or the religious system on the community, and the community that sometimes supports them, sometimes minsan tumutulong din sa kanila. And the wider economy that makes jobs unstable. At yung malawak na economic system ng kung saan sila naroroon na nagbibigay naman ng trabaho na hindi naman unstable jobs. Ang connection dito, her struggles are not just personal but linked to this overlapping system. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. Yung struggles or challenge na kinakaharap ni Ana ay hindi lang personal na problema. Pero nag-uugat ito sa overlapping system ng society or the environment na kung saan sila or ng multiple system na kung saan sila naroroon. Okay? Dahil kung mahina yung support system, kung mahina yung support system, mas mahihirapan ngayon si Ana at ang kanyang mga anak na gawin kung ano yung role na expected ng society sa kanila. Okay? Yung social role nila. Ito ngayon yung role ng social work. The social work does not isolate Ana's case as an individual problem. Hindi ito dapat i-address daw ng social workers na individual problem. Okay? But sees it as connected to family, institutions, and society. Dahil kung i-address ngayon ng social worker ito na personal problem, yung problema lang ni Ana as a mother and as a brainer, yung masusolve. At ngayon, yung problema naman ng mga anak niya, hindi na yun masusolve kung individual problem yung magiging assessment. Okay, basis ng social workers. Okay? Pero kailangan itong i-connect to the connected to a family, institutions, and society. The role is to strengthen. Ang role ngayon ng social worker ay kung paano mapalakas yung systems na ito and mobilize resources to the families. Okay? Kung ano man yung problema doon sa sistema, di ba, multiple systems, from the school education system, yung sistema doon sa barangay na kung saan sila nakatira, kung religious system doon sa community, ay dapat rin siyang palakasin. Kung ano man yung mga problema doon, dapat talagang isolve muna, tingnan muna kung ano yung mga problema to strengthen these systems and mobilize resource. Saka isunod yung mga resources para sa family. Okay? Okay, dito naman tayo sa social situation. Social situation, a case example, another. The loss of her job during the pandemic is the immediate situation that triggered the crisis. Okay. During the pandemic, nawala ng trabaho si Ana. Si Ana na naman. Nawala ng trabaho si Ana, immediate. Is the immediate situation. Isang bigla ang sitwasyon na nangyari, challenge sa kanya. Triggered the crisis. Ito yung nag-trigger, ito yung nagpasimuno ng problema na kinakaharap ngayon ni Ana. Hindi lang si Ana, buong Pilipinas. This created financial stress. Nagbunga ito ng problema financially. Family conflict. Not necessarily we mean family conflict ay mag-aaway-away yung pamilya, pero isipin mo na lang na lahat ng pamilya ay nasa bahay, isolated. Okay? And the school disruption for her children. Okay, so the connection is these particular situations, unang-una, unemployment is the root of her downward spiral in social functioning. Okay? Yun yung talaga yung naging ugat ng problema niya, down para hindi niya maganda, hindi na magawa ng maayos yung kanang social functioning. Ngayon, ang role ng social work, a social work addresses the situation directly by helping her find immediate support like cash aid, tulad nung ginawa ni President Duterte, yung pag-provide ng 5,000 ata doon sa mga deserving, doon sa mga dapat talagang mga deserving na doon sa tulong. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, ito yung SAP o Social Amelioration program ba yun? SAP yung SAP. Katulad nun, connecting her to livelihood opportunities. We all know na may mga naging livelihood opportunities naman during the pandemic, di ba? And planning steps toward recovery. Tulungan siyang magkaroon ng planning steps kung paano siya makarecover dun sa situation na yun. Okay, dito na tayo sa social role. Actually, this is the last part. Ana is expected to fulfill the role of both provider and a caregiver. Si Ana expected by the society to fulfill the role bilang isang provider ng family niya, ng mga anak niya, and the caregiver. Provided financially or kung anong klaseng provisions for the family. At kailangan din expected din siyang caregiver, magbigay ng tulong. Okay? Or magbigay ng mag-aalaga. Okay? At the same time, ibang situation to ni Ana. Actually, separate ito na si Ana sa unang sinabi natin. Ana is expected to fulfill the role of both provider and the caregiver. Okay? Teenager pala itong si Ana dito. Okay. At the same time, Ana is only 16. I'm sorry sa kanina. Is forced into a caregiver role for her siblings. On top of her expected role as a student. Okay. Dito, si Ana pala na ito, iba yung sitwasyon na. Ibang Ana rin ito doon sa may mga anak na Ana. Sorry. Si Ana na ito ay expected siya na both provider. I think wala yung, o let's say wala yung nanay niya or magulang niya dito sa Pilipinas. Okay. Or let's say Itong si Ana na ito ay wala ng magulang. Okay? Para mas ilagay natin sa posisyon o situation na wala na siyang magulang. So siya yung panganay sa kanilang magkakapatid. Expected sa kanya na maging both provider at caregiver sa kanyang mga kapatid. Provider ng kanyang sa kanyang mga kapatid at maging caregiver na rin. At the same time, Ana is only 16 years old. Okay? Ngayon, forced into a caregiver role for her siblings. Okay, napilitan siyang magtrabaho bilang caregiver or napilitan siyang maging caregiver sa kanyang mga kapatid. On top of her expected role as a student. Besides, isa rin siyang estudyante. So, we all know na mahirap talagang i-balance yung ganun. The connection is, this creates role conflict and role strain. Both mother and the daughter are expected to perform beyond their capacities, leading to the stress. Okay? Both yung kanyang nanay, for example, and daughter, or itong si Ana, are expected to perform beyond their capacities. Okay? Nagagawa nila yung beyond. So sobra pa doon sa kung ano yung mga kapasidad nila, leading to stress. Nagiging problema yon. So ang role ngayon ng social work helps reduce this conflict by offering psychosocial support, advocating for a support system, and guiding the family toward more balance and role expectations. So we all know dito sa Pilipinas, sobrang daming ganito yung sitwasyon. Okay? Yung mga broken families. Okay? So yung panganay na lang yung naging role nila, supposed to be yung mga panganay or yung mga anak. Expected sila na nasa school nag-aaral. Pero minsan may mga role silang nagagawa dahil sa tawag ng pangangailangan. Okay? Ng tawag ng sitwasyon. Minsan, yung panganay, for example, in a broken family, yung panganay yung nagiging provider. Okay? Nagiging provider at tulad nito, sinasabi natin example dito, nagiging caregiver ng kanyang mga kapatid. Okay? Kung minsan naman, let's say for example, na nasa abroad, yung nagtatrabaho as an OFW, yung nanay. So ngayon, yung tatay pa naman, ang problema dito, halimbawa, or madalas na nagiging sitwasyon, nagiging lasenggo yung tatay, nang bababae yung tatay, uuwi ng bahay, at minsan, nasasaktan pa yung mga anak. Nagiging role ng anak, yung unang-una, pag-aalaga dun sa mga kapatid. So, nagagawa na yung beyond her capacity, yung trabaho doon sa bahay. Okay? Nagagawa yan na yung trabaho ng nanay niya, which is nasa abroad. Nagagawa niya lahat yung pagiging caregiver doon sa kanyang mga kapatid. So ito yung social role. So yun yung role ng social work, ay kung paano ngayon mabalance ng family ng bawat isa dito ang mga role na expected sa kanila. Ang estudyante ay expected, or ang mga kabataan ay expected nasa school, at yung mga nanay expected to be the tagapag-alaga ng anak, nagpo-provide ng kung anong pangangailangan ng mga anak nila. Sometimes yung mga nanay nagiging provider din naman ng family, at yung mga tatay talaga yung main provider ng family. So expected ganun yung role. Walang role conflict. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening. That conclude my presentation, and Assalamualaikum.